Welcome to another day of secret garden coloring. I have put this drawing away for a while, about 2 weeks I guess, just to give it some space and to allow myself to look at it with a fresh look. And that did work. That always works. I always at some point step away from my drawings, so a fresh look will help me to take the next step. And I recently started coloring again, and I'll show you what I did. I mainly started coloring these little bell flowers, and I added the darker pinks and a little bit of light yellow to them. And in this video I'm going to do that with some of the same flowers that I didn't color yet. So here's a closer look, and well, I'm going to do exactly the same now. In the bottom part of this drawing over here, I'm going to add a little bit more color. So this is how they looked, and this is how they look right now. I'm trying to squeeze these and these in the same view that you can see them both. So I'm going to make these look like the ones I already did. I'm using a Polychromos pencil, middle purple pink, and I'm just adding with a very light touch a little bit of color here and there. And now I'm going to add a slightly darker tone, magenta. And now I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. It's the lightest yellow that I have in my Polychromos set, and this is called Cream. And I'm going to do the other flower as well. So I'm starting with middle purple pink again. Summer is coming in the Netherlands. It is the end of May right now. Unfortunately, it's pretty rainy, but I actually am looking forward to summer, and I am looking forward to planning a vacation, going on vacation. We live in a rural area. It's about 15 to 20. Oh, I made a mistake. So I'm going to pick this one. Faber-Castell Perfection Eraser Pencil. Just to lift this off. We live about 15 to 20 minutes drive from Rotterdam, and it is a rural area. That means many houses, few nature, no nature. And once in a while I really start longing for nature, and it's happening right now. I feel a deep urge to go to the mountains and to the woods and see wildlife, and so I can't wait to go on vacation and enjoy the outdoors. You know, where we live, it has some sort of convenience, of course. We live in a great house, near shops, near the family, near the big cities. But that convenience somehow doesn't satisfy me always. So let's take a look. I think I could add a little bit more darker tones to these flowers. And there's something else going on here, because the background has a very warm tone, and I think that I should make these flowers look a little bit cooler. So I'm going to do an experiment, and I'm going to use this dark purple mauve. It is some sort of purple, and purple means that there is blue in it. Now let's see what happens if I add a little bit of this. There's something else that I absolutely love about nature, and that is something that is very scarce where I live, and that is silence. just no noise, no, just the wind, a few birds, maybe a brook of water, nothing else. And absolute silence, like you can experience on the top of a mountain. I think that is one of the most beautiful things you can experience. I absolutely love silence. So I can't wait to experience that. But at this moment I feel a deep longing for nature. And because well, it just doesn't fit my schedule at this point to step in the car and drive off. That is why I search YouTube for nature documentaries, stuff like that. Well, I think this is working. Now I think that this darker color is too much in two areas, so I will add a little bit more. So I think this looks better already. I'm not sure if this is the end result, and it could well be that I will change the background. But for now, this is okay. And well, let's see what we can do. It seems like I would like to leave these flowers almost white, and to make them pop out more, I will add some more dark colors to the background. And I am going to use a warm gray number 5 from Polychromos. And I'm using gray because I think gray can make a brilliant transition between blue and the warmer yellowish tones here. I am now switching to this color, a darker brown, Noga. I have to say that coloring also helps me to deal with my craving for nature. It does help to experience nature, although it isn't. I'm not really in nature, but I once met a boy. That was when I was working as the architectural engineer. I met a young man from Rotterdam. He was in his early 20s, and he told me that he had never been in a forest. And to me, that was so. I couldn't imagine that someone had never been in a forest. But I guess there are many people who never have the opportunity to go to the forest. With adding these darker tones to the background, I'm just taking my time. Just as more layers of color are put on paper, I can feel now that I need to press a little bit harder sometimes to get the results that I want, or make different strokes. But I always try not to push my pencils too hard. Because I don't want to damage the paper. And some paper, if you have a good paper type for drawing, good quality, then damaging the paper will not happen that fast. But when it comes to the quality of the paper in coloring books, it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, I think this is working really well, and actually I feel that there needs to be some touch of green in the background. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it feels like there must be a green touch. So let's see what happens if I put a little bit of olive green yellowish. This is a green that is not blue greenish, but it is brown greenish. So let's see what happens if I add a little bit of green here and there. Not everywhere, just a touch. I think this is working very well. Now the question is, maybe you have this question, why do I choose green in the background? And to be honest, I don't really know where that came from. I was just looking at this. I was looking at this area on screen while filming it for you. And then I suddenly saw the image in my mind with a touch of green in the background. This is the Nuga again, this brown pencil. Now I really have no idea where that green came from, because you know, sometimes it's just what I call logic. Something about cooler tones and warmer tones and contrast. But in this case, you know, sometimes it is about balance. But in this case, it wasn't that. This was just maybe intuition, I don't know. So let's see where intuition will bring us. Will lead us. I think I'm sometimes speaking English in a very Dutch way, that I'm using sentences that are really not English, but they are Dutch sayings translated literally to English. I think when you learn a new language, that the thing that is most difficult to eventually learn is to learn about all these sayings and yeah. When we were learning English in high school, we had to learn some sayings. Back then it was, it is raining cats and dogs. And then our teacher told us, well, there is another saying that is much more fun. It's pissing like hell. Of pissing from hell, I don't know, something like that. But I wonder whether those sayings like raining cats and dogs are still being used. To me it sounds a bit old-fashioned. And I never hear it in TV programs or YouTube documentaries, anything that I watch in English. I'm getting very excited about the background around this, behind this flower. This is really going to work. This is really going to work. And I think that I just discovered a solution for the background behind these flowers. Let's see what happens if I add a little bit of green behind. I just used the olive green yellowish, and this one is the nougat. I am planning on doing more coloring outdoors. So I am now investigating buying a field easel. I have an easel here indoor, but that one, it's a heavy one and you cannot take it outside. So I'm now searching for a nice lightweight easel that I can take outside. If only I can paint and color in my back garden, that would be so much fun. Now there is a table in the back garden, but I also would like to start color more and paint more in nature. So it would be nice to have an easel that I can take out. And well, actually I have a dream. I do have a dream. I hope that one day I will be able to give a workshop in one of America's national parks. I would love doing that. Just being outdoors with a group of people, enjoying nature. Yeah, enjoying nature and I just had to stop recording because I lost track of time and the student arrived, so I had to start teaching. This was a student for my voice studio. But well, here I am, and let's finish this episode. This is what it looks like so far. So there is some homework to do. I need to add more color to these flowers, and here on the right there are some more. Here, these. And I will definitely continue adding these browns and greens and grays in the background, because I think that is working very, very well. And well, I hope, oh yes, that is what I wanted to finish, because I was telling you about my my secret dream that I would love to once I would love to give a workshop in one of the national parks in America. I would absolutely love that. So if there is a national park that has a coloring book about their own nature, their own landscapes, animals, flowers, plants, I would be happy to give a workshop. That would be so great. I hope I will be there next year in the United States, but I cannot tell for sure. And while I just tell you that, I thought, well, just do another flower. But really, I would love to give a workshop somewhere outdoors in a beautiful environment and just enjoy the outdoors and translate something of that beauty onto paper. So I will just finish this flower and then it's enough for today. It's about 6:30 p.m. So I will go, I will do some cooking. I could color all day though. That's another reason to go on vacation, because then I can color as much as I want. So there's another one. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and well, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.